What's up, people? Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is coming out next week, and I'm sure a lot of you are excited about it. But maybe some of you were like me a couple months ago and were on the fence about it. The gameplay demonstration I saw in March and the recent trailer showed me some things that got me really hyped for the game, and I'm positive they'll make you interested as well. So, with all that being said, here are 10 reasons you should be excited for Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. First up, we have the place where Tears of the Kingdom begins, which are the Sky Islands. New in Tears of the Kingdom, Sky Islands are islands floating above Hyrule and feature not only Zonai architecture that you've seen before, but also some you haven't seen, such as stone bridges, inverted stone pillars, and lotus flower imagery. Not much else is known about the Sky Islands outside of you'll be able to explore them, and also some of Link's abilities to go from land to sky without too much difficulty. Aside from the fun I'll have from islands being in the sky, another reason I'm excited about them is ironically because we don't know much about them, having very little information on the Sky Islands adds a little level of mystery to them, which is very intriguing. Next, we have the fact that Tears of the Kingdom is a direct sequel to 2017's Breath of the Wild. I think the continuity that comes with the sequel is what excites me the most. If I'm not mistaken, this will be the first Zelda game where Link will traverse the same map twice. Having the familiarity that comes with this being the same world, but having a lot of it being different in Tears of the Kingdom, I feel will be a fun and interesting mixture. The next reason might not be very exciting for some of you, but it's the always appreciated quality of life changes. One of the biggest changes in Tears of the Kingdom is how they handled your weapon inventory being full. Before, you had to go into your inventory every time it discarded an item, but now the game gives you a prompt that lets you exchange a weapon from your inventory to pick up the weapon on the ground. While being a small update, for me and I'm assuming many others, this will be something that will help keep the flow of the game going and is very much appreciated. Some other changes include enemy loot now spawns in the enemy's original position instead of where they're defeated, stamina doesn't decrease in bullet time, holding the up button on the D-pad allows you to quickly take out materials, there's now a recipe menu in your inventory, and you'll now be able to craft a one-time use portable pot to be able to cook anywhere in the world. Like I said, quality of life are never the flashiest addition to a game, but they're always one of those things people appreciate even if they don't always notice them. The next thing I wanted to touch on really quick is the return of the travel medallion. If you're like me and didn't play the DLC for Breath of the Wild, then you might not know what this is. The travel medallion was an item that allowed players to fast travel from wherever they wanted it as long as they put their fast travel medallion down. This useful item will be available in Tears of the Kingdom and not just stuck as a DLC item. I probably could have put this in the quality of life section, but I felt like this was kind of a big deal. With Sky Islands being added to Tears of the Kingdom, the medallion will be useful to use if you fall off the island and want to get back where you were quickly. I'm sure there'll be other ways this medallion will be useful in the game, and it being added, it will be a huge bonus. Okay, now we're moving on to gameplay, and I'm going to start with the mechanic that I'm personally the most excited about, which is the new Fuse ability. Shown during the March gameplay demonstration, Fuse is a new ability where Link can create new, unique, and sometimes more powerful weapons by combining a weapon with a material or other weapon. The video showed Link creating a hammer with a stick and a boulder, a homing arrow with an arrow and an eyeball, and a smoke bomb with a mushroom and shield. The possibilities with this new ability genuinely seem endless, and it's going to be really fun to not only see what weapons and exploration tools I can create, but also see what other players come up with as well. The recall ability allows Link to reverse the flow of time with certain objects. Time itself doesn't move backward, but the object moves backward in time. During a trailer, it showed Link using this ability to use a rock that was falling from the sky to travel up to one of the Sky Islands. The most exciting part about the recall ability is how it'll most likely add many more ways to explore. Putting aside the Sky Islands, there might be certain places that can only be accessed by using the recall ability. Who knows? And I'm sure it'll make fighting more fun as well. Ascend is another new ability in Tears of the Kingdom, and it involves Link now being able to go through roofs and ceilings and come out of the other side. Similar to Recall, I'm excited to see how this can be used to enhance exploration or even solve some puzzles. Or at the very least, it'll be nice to not have to take 20 minutes to climb up a mountain. The last ability that's been mentioned is the Ultra Hand ability. The Ultra Hand is a new ability that allows Link to build vehicles such as cars, boats, and even structures that can fly, and how he does it is completely up to you. Wheels, logs, fans, and planes can be used to create transportation, and a lot of those were showcased being used in trailers. Whether it's sky, land, or sea, there will be materials around that you can use to create a vehicle for transportation. Ultra Hand has been said to be a very important part of Tears of the Kingdom, so I'll be very interested to see what Ultra Hand can be used for when the game is released. Another reason to be excited is the fact that during key moments in the game, Link won't be fighting alone. Instead, you'll have companions fight alongside you. Some footage has been shown with familiar faces like Sidon from Breath of the Wild helping Link fight and take down enemies. Not much has been said about how often the companions will be around to help you fight, or which companions at that, but I'm sure there'll be a lot of fun surprises in that regard. Lastly, I wanted to talk about some of the new enemies in Tears of the Kingdom, specifically the constructs. You'll find them on the ground and also on the Sky Islands. Those constructs are apparently related to the Zonai tribe due to them dropping Zonai material once defeated. Constructs can not only carry regular weapons, but they've been shown using fused weapons to fight as well. There have been a few different variants of constructs shown, and a few more were mentioned by members of the media who were allowed to play certain parts of the game. I think the fact that these enemies can use fused weapons is really cool, and I hope we can see more construct variants when the game comes out. That's all I got for you today, people. What parts of Tears of the Kingdom are you most excited for? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to keep up with the channel. Later.